reflecting on the various deliberations that have happened in this meeting. From the Center for Trade Policy and Development, we see a lot of opportunities that trade and investment can play towards helping to unlock business opportunities that can lead to an improvement in terms of the welfare, not only for the people, but also for countries around the continent. The Africa Continental Free Trade Initiative provides a market opportunity for African products and goods, and it is very critical that African governments should work closely together to ensure that it's fully actualized. It's also a good opportunity, especially for young people who are struggling in many countries to get formal jobs, and most of them are resorting to business. So through the Africa Continental Free Trade Initiative and various other trade initiatives within COMESA, SADC, as well as the Eastern and African Community Bloc, we see that it can create a good opportunity for them to tap into those markets, supply various goods and services that would ultimately improve their lives. With regards to public debt, it has continued to be a big problem for a lot of African countries. They have struggled to actually find lasting solutions to debt. And I do think that one of the key ways through which public debt can be resolved on the African continent is through increased transparency in the way the debt is actually contracted as well as being utilized. This will entail the development of relevant pieces of legislation that can ultimately lead to improved oversight from institutions like Parliament, the general public, as well as ensuring that everyone is on board. Like the saying goes, they borrow, we pay. So if we'll be expected to pay as citizens, it's only important that the citizens are actually involved throughout the process. And with regards to the AFCOD conference that we have had, it was very informative. We had a lot of people that came through with various information pertaining to special drawing rights, issues around the common framework, and also bigger conversations around financing for development. It is very critical that platforms like this are supported so that ultimately we can get to a point where we develop solutions that work for our continent. And it is through such that ultimately we can become the rule makers instead of rule takers.
We call for policies and practices that put people first. We call for policies and practices that put people first.